Morning world, Hippy Trev here. Another beautiful day up here in paradise. Roll the intro.
Hi, Hippy Trev here and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it.
Rightio, a little bit of maintenance on the boat today, oil and filter change, and I've also got a leaky water hose. But firstly, for those who didn't see my video earlier today, huge thank you to the big GT fan and his stepdaughter Kaylee for my awesome t-shirt that they had printed up with all my sayings and my logo on it and everything on the back. I have to send you an email. You and I, we're going to have a chat because I'd like to see how much to put these into production. And instead of any of the t-shirts I've ever made before, I would like to maybe get a run of these made up. I'd like to get a run of these made up and see if anyone else would be actually interested in buying them. So for those who didn't see this morning's video, I got sent this for my birthday from the big GT fan and his stepdaughter Kaylee, I think that's right, with all my sayings and everything on the back. Absolutely blew me away. And yes, I think we need to be in contact, and I think we need to put out a run of these, so we need to work out prices and stuff, but I absolutely adore this. And like I said in the earlier video, I just get humbled all the time by you guys. You just blow me away. So anyway, what's one for today? I'm going to do an oil and filter change, but firstly, did a bit of a check under here, and I noticed there was a lot of water just in around there, and I put my finger under there, and this hose here's got a split in it, so that's a fairly straightforward job to do. But yeah, there was all water laying in here when I started up before I started up this morning. I did a quick oil and water check under the bonnet. Didn't lose any real water out of the radiator, but there was definitely a pool. There's still just a little bit of water in there now. You can't see it. And there's definitely, I'm pretty sure this hose has got a very, very small split in it. So that needs to be done. First things first, let's get this in the air. I can't get the sump plug out of this without having the boat in the air and the steering on full left lock. So first thing, let's get her in the air. Safety first, wheel stands. Get them into position. Right, let's jack it down. Nice and gently. Come on down a bit, here we go. Rightio. Full left lock. I think it's full left lock. Yep. Rightio, welds under the car, under the bolt. So I've got to have this because of the power steering ram. I know you guys have seen this before. Because of the power steering ram, if I don't have it on full left lock, I can't get my sump plug out. Some stage you've got to readjust the automatic transmissions gear selector. Got to get into that. I've got to get a cotter pin. Sorry, got to get a split pin for that. Cotter pin, split pin. Right, let's get the oil out. So this is the first oil change. Oh, there we go. So this is the very first oil change I've done since I replaced the cam for the second time in this months and months and months ago. So this is the original braking oil, and no, it's not. Actually, no, I did do an oil change, and I got that special blend of oil. So actually, I think this is the first oil change after I've done the braking oil. So that's done. Right, well, it's draining. I've got to get in under here. I need to get my bash plates out, which is here and here, so I can get to my oil filter. All right, just break these loose. Break these loose with this. Actually, I only need to get this one off. The other one doesn't come, so it's only the one bash plate. Yep, another beautiful day up here in paradise. Lovely up here. And thanks to Al Bundy with my zippy attachments. Just like having a zippy gun. Guy that makes light work of everything, doesn't it? So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to cut the oil filter open and see if we've got any metal filings. Rightio. Dash plate out. Now let's get the oil filter out. I'm going to have a go at using my new Butte oil filter pliers that I bought when I was down in Victoria. Let's see if these work. Yep, they do. Oh, I need my oil drop. Bucket. Yep. Messy, but anyway. Z30, or Ryco, Z30 oil filter. There we go. Messy, but anyway. So I'm going to drain this and cut it open and see if we find any metal filings in there. There we go. Where's my strainer? This is actually a cover off my bus over the toilet. It has a fire screen on it for like sunroof, so we use that. And took the oil filter upside down in there, let that drain and see what comes of it. Rightio, Welds, I'll get back to you a bit later. Rightio, Welds, I'm back. It's been drained. Let's get let's just put a little bit of bit of brake cleaner under here. A little bit of a clean up. And a wipe down. Right, Z30 Ryco oil filter. I won't be using my claw to tighten the oil filter up. Yes, I've got to get into that either arm at some stage. Not just yet. Right, a bit of old oil. Run that around the seal. Make that nice, like that. Right, let's get that screwed on. Clean rag. You don't need these much more than hand tight. Oh, that belt's looking a bit shoddy. A few cracks there, I think. Right. That should do that. Rightio. Let's get our bash plate back in there. Rightio. Sump plug in, and a bit of a wipe. So if anyone thinks oil changes are hard work, they're not. They're so easy. Oh geez, I can that's just about cracked my starter motor up there. These power steerings, I love having my power steering, but it does come with some odd problems occasionally. I've cracked about 3 starter motors by having this on full left lock. Right, nip, job done. We are finished under here. Let's get our safety standards out. Nice and gently, please. There we go. Down she comes. Rightio, let's get some oil in it. Rightio, well, let's get some oil in here. So this is the oil I was recommended. It's a new line. I normally used to run 20W50 in my car and then put a zinc additive in, and I found out the zinc additives don't really work because They're not really already blended, so I was advised to use 25W60 with a high zinc and already blended nylon oil. This is $85 for 5 litres. It's not cheap. Plus JJ's also charged me $20 to have it brought in. So I have just under 3 litres in this container, and this takes about 4.5 from empty. So we'll just get that in there nice and gently. Now I watch a bit of Rayman Ray in the States. He's really good. And the little trick he gave me is when you're doing an oil change, pull your dipstick out, or have it hanging out, but pull your dipstick out, and that way you know there's no oil in there. That way someone doesn't just come along and just start your motor, or if you get a bit forgetful and you forget to put your oil in. What a great idea. So if you're doing an oil change, pull your dipstick. That way you won't forget to put the oil back in. Rightio. I'm going to let that I'm just going to let that sit there and drain for a few minutes while I get the next one. Rightio, well that one's draining at $80 for $80 for 5 litres. You can spend up half an hour upside down there draining the oil out of that container. So I'll get every last drop of it out before I top it up. Right, let's see if I can get this off. Not too much trouble. Alright. Get this out, there we go. Ugh. Oil everywhere. Messy. Right. Right, no sparkles in the bottom of the oil filter container. Can I cut this paper off? Messy, I know, but necessary. And there is no metal filings in there whatsoever. Clean, nice and clean. Yep, very happy with that. Right now, I'll just put the last bit of top-up oil in there. Get a dipstick check. We might be a tad under, but I don't mind that because I've got to start and run it and take for a drive, then come back and do a check the level. At the moment we're well under. As I say, never believe the first oil check. Always wipe your stick, check it again. And that's right on the full mark. So when I start and run it, I'll lose a bit of oil down into the oil filter. It's not far off. Rightio. Going to give her a start. You guys can stay there. The microphone. She will be a bit noisy when I first start up until the oil picks up. Rightio, one oil and filter change on the boat. No oil leaks anywhere, I'll take it for a drive later and have a better look at that. Make sure it's all good. Right now I've got to fix that water leak. Where's that? 8 mil, I think. Yep. I hope it's not my thermostat housing, but I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure Stewie's done a really good job at fixing that. Rightio. Let's get the hose clamp off. Oh yeah, she's split. Look at that, just tore straight off. So that was easy enough to find. This hose is probably a bit perished, but I will get enough on it. Oh yeah, this hose is getting a bit old and a bit thin. That back on. Get on there. That's on. Open that up anymore. Right, get that on there. Perfect. And the idea is not to over tighten these. I think I do that occasionally. That's why I split my hoses, because I have them on there too tight. But they've got to be firm. Not liking his hose clamp much. That's tight. Get a rag, mop up all the water. There's a fair bit of that, so let's mop all this up. Old work towel. You never have enough work towels. You want this nice and dry, so if there's still any water leaks, I'll pick it up straight away. Especially in this part here in the valley. That'll do for now. Fill up the radiator. I don't run coolant in this old girl. These old motors were never designed to run on coolant. I run it on good quality rainwater, not town water, rainwater. Coolant tends to corrode out all the alloy. Rightio, we're ready for a test run. That should be good to go. Hopefully no oil and water leaks. Rightio, well, I'm going to go for a quick test run down the street and back. Come back, lift them on it, make sure I've got no oil and water leaks, and this thing should be good to go. So, all right, catch you a bit later. Rightio, well, just the job done. I've just done an oil and water check, no water leaks. The oil's like a bee's dick below the level on the stick, and bee's dick is a measurement here in Australia. So that job's done. I do have the auto select to do at some stage, but that won't be happening today. I've got to go and try and find some split pins and so forth. Quick shout out, Elizabeth, I got your email. And thank you, Craig, for dropping that idler arm off to me at the Furniture Gully Motel where I stayed for the night. If I do run into trouble, I'll definitely give you a call, so thank you very much for that. And of course, yet again, my awesome t-shirt, designed and made by the Big GT fan. Designed and made by the Big GT fan and his stepdaughter, Kaylee. This is it. Now, if anyone wants one of these, you're probably going to have to get in contact with Kaylee herself. I hope she puts up an email to her store and her store name or her business name. You would be better off contacting her direct. She's the one that designed, well, GT Fan and Kaylee designed and made these. So if anyone wants one, you're probably better off contacting them than going through me. I don't want to make any money out of these. These are not, I didn't make them, I didn't design them. I think they're absolutely fantastic. They're way better than anything I could have ever come up with. Like, I'm just so over the moon and so stoked and so humbled yet again. I'm sure there's a few people out there would probably prefer these over my design. I'll have to get in contact with you guys maybe, unless Kaylee, you want to put up your email address in my comments on this video and or your store name where they can find you. And if anyone wants one of these shirts, they can contact you direct. You know what they say, cut out the middleman, which is me. So anyway, worlds, job done on the boat today. No water leaks, no oil leaks. And like I said, oil's just literally a bee stick, under off the mark. I don't mind being a little bit under. It's probably better to be a bit under than a bit over. So this is ready to go. The next job to get under there will be to sort out the Hurst shifter and selector. As I said, as you're coming into drive and you go to ratchet forward into neutral, it doesn't hit neutral, it just stays in drive. So there's definitely a problem there, and that's from the last oil change and filter change I did in the auto, where I actually adjusted up the bands, and that's changed that selection process there. So it's just a matter of getting under and trial and error until I get it to where I'm absolutely happy with it, where I can actually drive along, hit neutral and come back into drive that I need to. I always had a problem with the ratchet setup on the Hurst shifter. If I ever went down to first, like ratchet down to first and then tried to ratchet back up, it went straight past drive and straight into neutral, and you had to pull it back again. That's why I put the push-pull auto kickdown switch in there so I don't have to do that. I can just pop the switch and works that way just as good. So, but anyway, that's next on the list, get this one sorted. Pumped all the tyres up. They were down a little bit, but not too much. So anyway, world, boat's back where it should. No oil, no water leaks, oil filters in, everything's done. And she's ready for some driving. Well, and she's ready for me to get under there on the next video and get that and it's ready for me to get under there on the next video and get that Hurst shifter sorted out, hopefully. So anyway, worlds, as the t-shirt says, another beautiful day in paradise. Good to be in the big. Stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you later. Bye.